Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Why do devout worshippers remain unhappy? A profound teaching from the Bhagavad Gita. Today we are going to discuss a deeply significant question. Why do those who engage in constant worship still experience sorrow? Many of us seek peace and happiness in our lives. Despite performing puja day and night, why do we still face sadness? Is there something we are failing to understand? The answer to this question lies in the teachings of Lord Shri Krishna in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In this video, we will explore what the Gita teaches about true worship and how incorporating it into our lives can help us overcome suffering. It is often observed that those who devote themselves to God and engage in good deeds still face hardships, while those who indulge in wrongdoing, disregard spirituality, and never engage in prayer seem to live a carefree and happy life. Seeing such contradictions, one might even begin to question divine justice. However, this is not just an illusion. This dilemma has troubled many throughout history. Lord Shri Krishna himself addressed this profound question in the Bhagavad Gita. During Dwapar Yuga, whenever Arjuna faced doubts, he sought guidance from Shri Krishna. On one such occasion, Arjuna approached Shri Krishna and expressed his confusion. "O Kashav, why do those who worship you with utmost devotion still face endless difficulties, while those who never even take your name live happily? Please reveal the truth behind this mystery." Hearing this, Lord Krishna smiled and replied, "Let me share a short story. Once you listen to it, you will understand the secret behind this." The story of two disciples. A revered guru had two disciples. Both were learned, but their beliefs were vastly different. One was a firm believer in God, while the other was an atheist. The believer would eagerly participate in bhajans, satsangs, and any opportunity to worship. The atheist, on the other hand, stayed away from such practices, indulging in alcohol and other vices. One day, the atheist disciple was returning home after a night of drinking when he stumbled upon a bag full of money. Overjoyed, he shouted in excitement, declaring that his life had suddenly changed for the better. Meanwhile, the devout disciple was walking home from the temple singing bhajans. Suddenly, a sharp iron nail pierced his foot, causing severe pain and bleeding. At that moment, the atheist disciple saw him and mockingly said, "You are the one who prays so much and sings God's praises. What has your God given you? Look at me. I have never prayed, never visited a temple, yet I am wealthy and living a blissful life." The devout disciple, filled with doubt, began to question his faith. He thought, "He is right. I worship so much, yet I suffer. He does nothing, yet he prospers." Troubled, he approached his guru and shared his concerns. The guru's wisdom. Smiling, the guru said, "Whatever God does, he does for our ultimate good. Do you know why you stepped on a nail while he found a bag of money?" He continued, "In your past life, you had accumulated significant sins, and today you were destined to die. However, because of your devotion and worship, your suffering was reduced to nothing more than a minor injury. Had you not been devoted, your fate would have been much worse. As for your friend," the guru explained, "he was a great saint in his past life. Due to his previous karma, he was meant to inherit vast wealth, but since he strayed from righteousness in this life, he only received a fraction of what was destined for him. He was meant to own billions, yet he received only a small sum." The guru concluded, "Never blame God. Instead, focus on making good use of your present life. Your future will be shaped by your actions today." Hearing this, the disciple's eyes were opened. He reaffirmed his faith and continued his worship with newfound understanding. Final reflection. Life's trials are not punishments, but lessons. Our words, thoughts, and actions shape our destiny. If we ever get the opportunity, let us strive to be a guiding force in someone's life, not for selfish gain, but out of true compassion. In the end, no one loves us as unconditionally as God does. All relationships in this world are transactional. If God takes something away that you never imagined losing, rest assured, He will bless you with something beyond your imagination. In time, every person realizes that only God's love remains constant, whether we acknowledge it or not. Always choose what is right over what is easy. When we pray, God listens beyond our words, answers beyond our expectations, and gives beyond our imagination, in His own time and in His own way. Hardships and struggles are life's greatest teachers. Ravana, despite being a Brahmin, became a demon, while Shabari, despite being born into a lower caste, attained divinity. This proves that one's destiny is shaped by deeds, not by birth or caste. When conflicts arise within our own families, we should seek solutions, not just justice, because justice may bring satisfaction to one, but a true solution brings peace to all. Time moves swiftly, so never be arrogant about your power or wealth. Today, we bring you some precious thoughts that will inspire positivity in your life. These reflections will not only touch different aspects of your journey, but will also provide you with new direction and renewed energy. We invite you to watch this video until the end and immerse yourself in these priceless insights. Wisdom from Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna teaches us, just as no shadow is visible in boiling water, a restless mind will never find solutions. Calm your mind, and you will discover answers to all your problems. Prayer is not about words, it is about the heart. God listens even to those who cannot speak. People change their appearances like clothes, but true character is revealed over time. Many ask the reason for separation, and I protect their dignity by blaming myself. If you bow before God with true devotion, your prayer becomes worship. Serving your parents is a sacred duty. In times of judgment, their service becomes your shield. It is essential to bow the mind, for God cannot be attained merely by bowing the head. Every person, at some point in life, realizes that apart from God, no one truly belongs to them. It is ironic how some people make space for stone idols in their homes, but fail to make space for their parents. Never mock anyone's hardships. Struggles are not a choice, and no one purchases misfortune willingly. Time's trials come without warning. Poverty and hardship force a person to change from within. Just as you expect others to listen to you, learn to listen in return. Make God your closest friend because He is the only one who remains when the entire world walks away. No matter how much you try to appear good on the outside, if your heart is not pure, God will not stand by you. Shri Krishna says, "Those who only wait receive what is left behind by those who strive." You cannot be defeated unless you give up trying. Winning someone's heart is far more difficult than defeating them. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to be better. Do you seek someone who genuinely cares for you, makes you feel at home, understands you, and supports you? Shri Krishna says, "Faith is the power through which you can achieve great things, even when you have nothing." A son disciplined by his father, a disciple guided by his teacher, and gold refined by a goldsmith all emerge stronger and more valuable. What truly belongs to you will remain yours, no matter how many people try to take it away. When time delivers justice, no witness is needed, for time itself is the greatest judge. Happiness and sorrow are not bound by wealth. Even in palaces, people cry, and even in huts, laughter can echo. If only the Creator had shown a little more wisdom, He would have made fewer humans and more humanity. Faith has the power to illuminate the darkest corners of the world. It can transform a stone into a deity, just as it can turn a godly heart into stone. Be mindful of your karma. Neither blessings nor curses go unanswered. Karma does not need a ledger, yet it keeps a perfect account of every action. Instead of suffocating in past memories, channel your energy toward your goals. Become so successful that one day, those who left you will regret it. People admire the success of others but rarely see the darkness they have endured. Respect is not earned through wealth or status. True respect is earned by integrity and deeds. Never be so weak that someone can break you. Be so strong that those who try to break you shatter instead. If you look closely at sorrow and happiness, you will often find the signatures of your own people on them. Beware of those with poisonous words and minds. Just one Shakuni can create a Mahabharata in your life. A famine of food may lead to deaths, but a famine of values leads to the death of humanity. Do not alter your principles due to fear of society. Society provides support, but it does not feed you. A person's character is revealed through their actions. Some set traps for birds, while others leave water for them. We may find hundreds of intelligent people, but only a few wise ones. When every door in life closes, only one remains open, the door of God. Let go of those who bring you suffering. Missing someone is better than being a burden to them. In the past, homes were made of mud, but relationships were strong. Today, houses are made of concrete, but relationships have weakened. Remember this: someone may take something from your hands, but no one can take away what is destined to be yours. A chameleon changes its color in danger. A wise person adapts, but never loses their true self. Opportunities test a person, not by breaking them, but by exhausting them. Sometimes exhaustion comes from within, sometimes from fate, and sometimes from one's own people. God tests good people but never abandons them, while He grants much to the wicked but never truly supports them. A person experiences tension, depression, and restlessness only when they think less about themselves and more about others. Desires, hopes, and expectations, like nails, should be trimmed regularly. Otherwise, they become a source of pain. True wealth lies in receiving blessings. Medicines come at a price, but when times change, everything shifts. So do not be arrogant in good times and remain patient in bad ones. If your dreams are not coming true, change your path, not your principles. A man does not tire from working all day as much as he does from a single moment of worry or anger. Do not focus on what may happen in a month or a year. Focus on what you can achieve in 24 hours. A person's true nature is revealed when you work hard for their benefit. Not everything deserves importance. Just as pouring milk on a thorn bush does not make it sweet, do not sacrifice yourself for someone unworthy. Instead, show them that they never truly belong to you. Prayers never forsake you, and curses never miss their mark. Whatever you give, respect or betrayal, will return to you. Life is like a road. It is never straight. There will always be turns. Move forward with patience, for a joyful turn awaits you. When difficulties knock at your door, do not fear. Open the door with courage, because success often arrives disguised as hardship. Victory always lies beyond fear. The power of a single decision. A single, well-thought-out decision can change your life. Unless the mind is like Kaikeyi's, no manthara can corrupt it. If you learn to listen, you will learn to endure. And if you learn to endure, you will learn to live. No matter how wealthy a person becomes, pain cannot be sold, and peace cannot be purchased. You may fight the entire world for your loved ones, but never fight with your loved ones over worldly matters. The world will never stand by you, but your own people will. Hold on only to those who stand with you through every moment. Whatever you receive is the best for you, even if you do not realize it. The giver knows best. No one can measure the poison in a snake's fangs, the sting of a scorpion, or the malice in a human heart. Do not chase wealth to the point of sin, and do not spend so much that you fall into debt. Do not speak excessively, lest you invite trouble. Do not overthink, lest you bring yourself sorrow. Instead, focus so much on self-growth that you have no time for negativity. The word impossible belongs to cowards. The brave carve their own path. Do not wait for the perfect moment. It never comes. Do not dwell on the past or lament your fate, for what is meant to happen will happen. Do not waste today's laughter worrying about tomorrow. Go only where you are valued, and do not waste time explaining yourself to those who refuse to listen. What happens to everyone cannot be avoided by just one person. Relationships may break, but they do not end. However, forgiving certain mistakes can be your biggest mistake. Good people have a weakness. They assume everyone else is good too. the mysterious ways of God. God's ways are strange. He writes, He erases, He leads astray, and He shows the path. In the darkest moments of life, He may seem unseen, but He is the only one who stays. Pain that must be explained is not true pain, and a person who needs to be told about suffering is not a true sympathizer. This world teaches us to remain silent, to hold our tears within. But remember, every person carries salt with them, so do not show your wounds to everyone. Regret belongs to eyes that see only what they want, to ears that hear only what they choose, and to tongues that speak only for themselves. The difference between ego and culture is simple. Ego finds happiness in making others bow, while culture finds happiness in bowing itself. There are two types of people in this world: those who break down at the smallest problem and those who smile even in the face of great challenges. Choose to be the latter. Falling is not always bad. It teaches us our worth. When we extend a hand to help others, we learn who truly stands by us. Those who get angry easily are often the most honest. Liars, however, are always smiling. Now I understand the art of reading people. There is more written on their faces than in books. A person's true nature is revealed when they are intoxicated, not just with alcohol, but with power, status, beauty, or wealth. In times of need, some offer excuses, while others offer support. True relationships are not tested in comfort, but in crisis. Control your thoughts when you are alone, and control your words when you are among people. Pride is the greatest downfall. Stay humble, stay wise. God has created many like you and me from clay, and will one day return us to it. The most expensive thing in this world is peace of mind. If you trust in God, you will receive only what is written in your destiny. But if you trust in yourself, God will give you what you truly strive for. Never take pleasure in others' hardships, for what you enjoy may one day become your own fate. God gives only what you find pleasure in. Remember, respect is not for the person but for their utility. Once the need ends, respect often fades. A person who constantly complains can never be happy, but one who lives in gratitude always finds peace and fulfillment. The power of words and attitude. Lord Krishna says, "The one who knows when, where, and how to speak cannot be stopped from achieving success." Just like an arrow that never returns once released, words spoken cannot be taken back. Speak only after careful thought. There has never been a person on this earth who has never faced sorrow, whether the richest or the poorest. Even Lord Rama and Lord Krishna endured countless hardships. Your perspective shapes your reality. If you choose to see the world with a positive mindset, it will appear beautiful. Happiness and sorrow are part of life. Without problems, there is no true existence. God's justice may seem slow, but it is always precise. If you wish to open the doors of success, hard work is the only key. Trust, freedom, and strength. If someone grows tired of you, let them go. It is better to become a memory than a burden. A person may not die from breaking a false promise, but trust certainly does. Truth may not always be pleasant, but it is essential that words are spoken with kindness. People may forget faces, but they never forget words. Trying to keep everyone happy is like weighing live bees on a scale. One sits while the other jumps. It is better to face sorrow in freedom than to experience happiness in bondage. No matter how much suffering life brings, true humanity lies in the strength to endure it. To understand the depth of life, one must look within, and only those who have been deeply wounded can truly do so. If you let others' words determine your happiness or sorrow, this world will feel like either heaven or hell. Ignore unnecessary opinions and focus only on what is right. Happiness, success, and the journey of life. Difficulties will always arise in life, but after death, even praise holds no meaning. It is better to be scolded by the wise than to be praised by fools. A successful person may not always be happy, but a happy person is always successful. The day you master your own laughter, no one will have the power to make you cry. Build yourself so strong that those who mock you today will use you as an example tomorrow. Laziness is your greatest enemy. Start overcoming it today before it slowly destroys you. Fear not those who argue, but beware of those who deceive. This world follows a simple rule. Take one step forward, and there will be many to pull you back. People care for nothing but their own interests. When a tree dries up, even birds abandon it. Character, goals, and true success. Those who enjoy watching others suffer rather than seeking their own happiness are the most selfish of all. No one is more self-centered than the one who counts your flaws in difficult times. Enmity with a weak person is dangerous, for they will strike when you least expect it. True character is built only after facing countless obstacles. Focus on one goal and dedicate yourself entirely to it. Throw aside all distractions and devote yourself completely. This is the path to success. Not everyone who speaks sweetly has good intentions. Even deceivers use kind words. Do not waste time searching for the right people. Instead, become the right person yourself. Perhaps, in finding you, someone else's search will be fulfilled. The reality of life. Life's path is not pre-made, you must carve it yourself. People say, "My heart is made of stone, that's why it does not melt." But emotions, like the weather, are beyond control. If you place expectations on others, you will lose. If you rely on yourself, you will win. Both fate and a life partner may test you, but when they stand by you, they have the power to transform your life. When all doors seem closed, remember, there is always one that remains open, the door to God. Hope in God, not the world. Love your work and love God, for they will never betray you. You will find more respect and warmth in the homes of the poor than in the mansions of the rich. Never misuse relationships. Good people do not come into your life repeatedly. Clear misunderstandings directly with the person involved. Discussing issues with others will only make matters worse. Even victory feels empty if there is no one to celebrate with you. Man fails to realize that what he relentlessly chases is never permanent. If there is one thing that is eternal, it is peace of mind and soul. Whenever you do good or bad, you may think that no one is watching, but God is always there, witnessing everything. Learn from salt. It enhances the taste of fruits, yet humans often speak bitterness even after consuming sweets. The wind too has its own strange nature. Sometimes it revives an extinguished flame, and sometimes it puts out a burning lamp. The greatest foolishness lies in lighting lamps in temples while keeping darkness in one's heart. Everyone has intelligence, but whether to use it for deception or honesty depends on one's values. Cleverness may shine for a while, but honesty lasts a lifetime. When asked, "What is devotion?" a wise answer was given. Devotion is not done with hands and feet, otherwise the disabled would never be able to practice it. It is not done with sight, otherwise surdas would never have attained it. It is not dependent on speech and hearing, otherwise the mute and deaf would never be able to worship. It is not based on wealth and power, otherwise the poor and weak would never experience it. True devotion comes from the heart. It is a feeling that connects one's soul to God and transforms into an eternal relationship. Life's journey and the power of character. When a person is born, they have breath but no name. When they die, they have a name but no breath. This journey is called life. Ravana's life teaches us a lesson. Whether as a brother or a friend, always keep your life secrets to yourself. If you want to achieve greatness, elevate your thinking. This is an era where even a true friend, if slightly offended, may stand in line with your enemies, waiting for revenge. The deeper the relationship, the higher the expectations, and when expectations are not met, the greater the pain. This may be bitter, but it is the truth. Overcorrecting someone can turn them into your enemy. Relationships are not sustained by force, but by genuine care and understanding. Praise should be for character, not appearance. A beautiful face may be formed in minutes, but building good character takes a lifetime. Bad habits, if not changed in time, can completely alter the course of your life. Life does not stop with someone's arrival or departure. Only the way of living changes. Even the hands that once held yours may slip away, because relationships are nurtured by the heart, not by force. No matter how respectable you are, if you fall in love with someone who does not value you, they will crush your self-respect and emotions. Silence, wisdom, and self-worth. Keep your financial status private. If your wealth is high, people will ask for loans. If it is low, they will neither respect nor support you. Keep your joys and sorrows to yourself. Thousands may come to advise you, but when you need support, only God will stand by you. The same world that ignores you in difficult times will embrace you in your success. Those who support you today may turn against you tomorrow. Do not fear those who argue, fear those who deceive. Never compare yourself with others. Doing so is an insult to your uniqueness. Silence is powerful. A person's tongue is responsible for most of their troubles. Pain does not decrease over time. One simply learns to endure it. No one respects without reason, but do not degrade yourself. Earn respect through your actions and virtues. Faith, relationships, and the true meaning of life. God says, "Forgive everyone before you sleep, and before you wake up, I will forgive you." God is like oxygen, invisible yet essential for survival. It is better to endure pain with a smile than to suffer openly, as people often first embrace you and later mock you. Sometimes it is better to convince your mind rather than chase temporary happiness. Those who refuse to acknowledge their mistakes can never truly accept you. A few minutes of conversation with a wise person can be more valuable than reading thousands of books. Some selfish people come into your life as lessons, but their presence proves that life is not as free as we think. Not everyone understands the tears in your eyes or the pain in your heart. Life often disappoints us in the very places where we expect the most joy. Until a task is completed, it may seem impossible. But the biggest lesson is that to build relationships, one must be humble, and to maintain them, one must be strong. After death, the body is burned in the crematorium. But when love disappears from a relationship, the person burns within their heart. Everything can be found in this world, except the ability to see one's own mistakes. As the world becomes more crowded, people are becoming lonelier. The final truth. Life should not be taken too seriously. No one leaves this world alive. Today, people fight for their rights, but they fail to nurture their relationships. I wait for the final pages of life, for I have heard that everything turns out fine in the end. Hardships are bound to come, because after death, nothing is felt anymore. An earthen pot and a family. Their true value is known only to the one who creates, not the one who breaks. God says, "Never seek happiness by hurting others' feelings. Expect more from yourself than from others, because expectations from others bring pain, but expectations from yourself bring inspiration." Some people are your life, some are just in your life, and some make life worth living. Words hold immense power. Use them wisely. Words have the power to build or destroy lives and relationships. The strongest individuals are those who have nothing left to lose. A person who has mastered the art of endurance can never be defeated. Be mindful of your words. They may fade with time, but their impact lasts forever. While humans dream of flying with wings, birds long for a home to rest in. A person is identified by their deeds, not by expensive clothes. Even mannequins are dressed in finery. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, "You grieve for that which does not deserve mourning, yet you speak words of wisdom. The wise do not grieve for the living or the dead." Do not blame the world for your mistakes. Transform your mindset, for a shift in perspective is the key to ending all sorrows. When life offers you a second chance, do not repeat past mistakes. Never be arrogant about time and destiny, for even those experiencing hardship eventually see the sunrise. Trust, the foundation of every relationship. Regardless of the relationship, trust is its foundation. In this world, people lose to two things: their family and their love. No one truly sympathizes with anyone. After placing a loved one's body in the crematorium, even close relatives ask how much time it will take. Rather than scolding or reprimanding, if someone lovingly holds your hand and explains your mistakes, it creates a lasting impact. Those who truly understand life often remain silent. Helping others does not require wealth, it requires a heart willing to give. People live paradoxical lives. They place expectations on humans and complain to God. A person's income may vary, but the size of their bread remains the same. Karma, speech, and self-control. Fear your own actions, not God, for while God forgives, karma does not. Do everything in life, but never speak ill of others, for speaking ill of others ultimately corrupts you. The world is forgetful. It remembers only what benefits it. Some people are like shoes. They support you yet throw dirt behind your back. Those who experience more struggles often gain deeper wisdom. Living in someone's memory is difficult, but dying inside is even more painful. True peace lies only in the arms of death, for life is often a deceptive bargain. A long thread and a long tongue only bring trouble. Control your words as you would a loose thread. Lord Krishna says, "One who knows when, where, and how to speak can never be stopped from succeeding in life." Just as an arrow, once released, cannot return, neither can spoken words. Before speaking, think carefully. Words, once uttered, cannot be taken back. Two types of people in the world. Those who panic and break down over small problems. Those who face every challenge with resilience, maintaining their peace and happiness. Some people have everything yet are always unhappy, while others have little but find joy in every moment. Falling is not a failure. It teaches us our true worth. When you extend your hands for help, you discover who truly cares. Comfort is the most expensive luxury in the world. If you trust in God, you will receive what is destined for you. If you trust in yourself, God will write your destiny according to your desires. It is better to face hardships in freedom than to live in comfort as a slave to others. True character and the search for goodness. Not everyone who speaks well is genuinely good. Even deceivers speak sweetly. Do not waste time searching for the right people in life. Instead, strive to become the right person, and the right people will find you. If you expect from others, you will be disappointed. If you expect from yourself, you will succeed. People chase temporary things, failing to realize that only one thing is eternal, the peace of the soul. Whenever you do good, you may feel that no one is watching, but God is always observing. Respect, gratitude, and the reality of life. Respect is never for the person, it is always for their utility. When someone is no longer needed, their respect disappears. A person filled with complaints can never be happy. A person filled with gratitude always finds peace. No one in this world, rich or poor, powerful or humble, has lived without sorrow. Even Lord Ram and Lord Krishna faced immense hardships. The world sees you exactly as you present yourself. Learn to be happy in every situation, for happiness brings hope and strength, transforming challenges into opportunities. No troublemaker is greater than God's grace. Education is meaningless if it does not teach humanity. If you seek directions from others for your own path, you will get lost. The road to your destiny can only be found within yourself. No one can truly understand the significance of your life as much as you do. If your heart is pure, your sins will be forgiven, for your actions, not your wealth, will be accounted for. Follow principles, speak the truth openly, and stand by your words. Those who truly belong to you will understand, while others will drift away. No one knows when time will change its course. The night Lord Sri Ram was to be crowned king, he awoke to a morning of exile. Life does not present you with a ready-made path. You must carve it yourself. The one who forges their own way determines their own destination. Always smile in front of those who dislike you. Your happiness will be their greatest discomfort. True wealth lies in health and character. Good health is far more valuable than good looks. Appearance fades with time, but a kind nature stays with you forever. The bitter truth of life is this: as long as you have money, thousands will recognize you. But the moment you lose it, even your closest ones may abandon you. That is why it is said, the poor have no relatives, while the wealthy have an assembly of them. The price of success is hard work and time. The greater your dreams, the more effort and patience they demand. You are responsible for what you say, not for how others interpret it. Only two entities truly know whether you are right or wrong: God and your conscience. Some journeys in life must be walked alone. No family, no friends, no companions, just you and your courage. A person who only focuses on the negative aspects of life is like a fly that ignores a healthy body and sits only on wounds. The power of words. If you wish to succeed in life, always remember, your feet may slip, but never let your tongue slip. The tongue is both the bitterest and sweetest thing in the world. Use it wisely. Success requires more than just desire. It requires relentless effort. If you ever feel arrogant, visit a crematorium. There, you will see that those who were once great are now nothing but ashes. Your happiness can be the greatest punishment for those who wish you ill. Relationships, betrayal, and true bonds. In today's world, people remember you only when you serve a purpose. A lottery is not just about money. Meeting a truly good person in life is no less than winning one. Never seek happiness at the cost of hurting others. If someone forgets you, let them. People will remember you only when they need you again. The father's scolding, the guru's discipline, and the goldsmith's hammering all shape something valuable in the end. If someone betrays you, do not be disheartened. Instead, be grateful that you were freed from a deceitful person. Those who truly love you expect nothing in return. Even a broken clock shows the correct time twice a day. Never underestimate your value. If a close one betrays you, understand that their purpose in your life has been fulfilled. Strength, humility, and true success. In today's world, the quietest and simplest people are often the most powerful. Achieve success through hard work, not by using others for personal gain. Parents are the only ones who truly wish for their children to be more successful than they are. Stay honest even after facing betrayal and pain, for those who work with sincerity are the dearest to God. Ultimately, victory is certain for those who persevere. Trust in Krishna. The one who brought you this far will guide you forward. Instead of being a river that drowns others, become a bridge that helps them cross. The reality of respect and time. Respect and time are ironic. The one you respect rarely gives you time, and the one you give time to rarely respects you. If something is truly meant for you, no one can take it away. And if it is taken away, no one can bring it back. A good heart often feels small because it only expects kindness in return. No matter how strong the sun is, it cannot dry up the ocean. Stay calm, no matter what others say. Those who care too much for others often suffer the most. It is noble to be humble, but if humility comes at the cost of self-respect, it is self-destruction. Wisdom, ego, and the journey of life. There is a saying, if a frog desires a golden brick, it will jump into a drain. Likewise, some people chase false illusions. Learn to differentiate between truth and deception, for lies are often disguised in the sweetest words. Everyone says the world is selfish, but few admit to being selfish themselves. Time, power, wealth, and health may fail you, but wisdom and good relationships will always stand by your side. Ego and arrogance are life's greatest enemies. They neither let you belong to anyone nor allow anyone to belong to you. Money can change lifestyles, but it cannot change a person's mind, determination, or fate. There are many beautiful people in the world, but only a few can make life beautiful. Sometimes, praise yourself, for there are plenty of people waiting to criticize you. A pen writes best when it pauses before moving forward. Likewise, in life, taking a step back to reflect can help you move ahead with clarity. Happiness, contentment, and the ultimate truth. If your direction is right, you don't need to worry about the journey. Learn to be grateful for what you have, or you will never find happiness. Despite life's ups and downs, stay loyal to those who stand by you. Only those who respect their journey can truly reach their destination. Shri Krishna says, "The best way to avenge an insult is not through confrontation, but by achieving greater success than your opponent." If you think of doing something good, do it today. Change is the only constant in this world. A king can become a pauper in an instant. Even the earth does not stand still. It constantly rotates. After the scorching heat, rain arrives. After the darkest night, morning breaks. These truths remind us that change is inevitable, and those who embrace it thrive. Change is inevitable, and there is no need to be saddened by uncertainty. Accepting change empowers you to remain happy in every difficult situation. Life is a long journey, and you don't need to respond to everything or everyone. If time does not wait for you, then why wait for the right time? Remember, the present moment is the best time for you. Do not be disheartened when challenges arise. Instead of resenting them, embrace them, as difficulties make us stronger, teach us valuable life lessons, and build our courage and confidence. They also provide opportunities to showcase our hidden strengths and abilities. The solution to any problem largely depends on the kind of guidance we seek. This is evident from history. Duryodhana took advice from Shakuni, while Arjuna sought wisdom from Lord Krishna. Doubt has no cure, character needs no validation, silence is the most powerful response, and words can be sharper than arrows. If you wish to rise higher, free yourself from the weight of ego. Only those who are light can ascend. Desires are endless. The fulfillment of one gives birth to another. In this world, no one will always stand by your side. You must fight your battles and navigate through life independently. There is a difference between ego and humility. Ego finds happiness in making others bow, while humility finds joy in bowing itself. Yesterday was an opportunity to understand life, and tomorrow is another chance to live it. Everyone's friendships have underlying reasons. This is the reality of life. Things gained before their time lose their value, while things obtained too late lose their significance. People tend to give up at the slightest difficulty, but a little courage can lead to victory. I am less interested in the lines on your palm and more in the way you create your destiny. We are responsible for our own circumstances. It may be difficult to accept, but it is the truth. Opportunities are not given, they are created. If your voice is loud, people may listen, but if your words carry weight, they will remember. Everything happens for a reason. Whatever occurred was for the best. Whatever is happening is also for the best, and whatever will happen will be for the best. Let go of past disappointments, as they often pave the way for better things. If something is deeply troubling you now, it likely has a meaningful purpose. Do not dwell on the past or worry about the future. Live in the present and enjoy it. Success may take time, but do not lose hope. Small houses are built quickly, while palaces take time. Do not be disheartened by people who change. Remove those who no longer belong in your life. Be grateful to those who once called you their own, but later abandoned you. They teach us that not everyone is truly ours. Just as trees cannot grow new leaves without shedding the old ones, good days do not come without hardships and struggles. A person defeated in the field can rise again, but one defeated in their own mind will never win. Once, a great saint was teaching his disciples about anger, explaining that it is man's greatest enemy. It not only harms the person consumed by it, but also those around them, leading to destruction and regret. At the end of his sermon, one disciple stood up and accused the saint of hypocrisy, saying, "You do not practice what you preach." The saint remained silent. This angered the disciple further, and in a fit of rage, he spat on the saint's face. Yet, the saint remained calm, quietly wiping his face and saying nothing. Confused by this reaction, the disciple stormed away. However, when he reached home and his anger subsided, he realized his grave mistake. He was filled with regret and thought, "How could I insult such a great saint? I have committed a terrible sin. I must go and apologize." The next day, he returned to the place where the saint had been, but the saint was no longer there. Determined to seek forgiveness, he searched for him everywhere. When he finally found the saint, he fell at his feet and said, "Please forgive me. I insulted you. I have committed a great sin." The saint smiled and gently asked, "What is the matter?" Shocked, the disciple replied, "I am the same person who insulted you yesterday. Have you already forgotten me?" The saint said, "We should leave yesterday's matters in the past, whether they were good or bad. Dwelling on them serves no purpose." This simple yet profound lesson reminds us that holding on to past negativity only hinders our growth. Instead, we must learn to let go and move forward with wisdom and grace. I have moved forward, leaving the past behind, and we should all do the same. Dear friends, today we learned that true happiness comes not only from external worship, but also from actions performed with the right understanding and pure intentions. Implement the teachings of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita in your life and witness the positive transformation it brings. If you found this video insightful and wish to explore more such wisdom from the Gita, please subscribe to our Krishna Vani Gyan channel. Don't forget to like and share this video so that this valuable message reaches more people. With your support, we will continue creating meaningful and inspiring content. Thank you. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna.